Here we are. We're live once again. I didn't tell anybody that we're going live. So most of you were going to catch this on the replay, but I'm here with my bro, Mike. Mike, what's up, man?
How are you?
Tell the people hello.
Hello.
Today, we're going to be talking about rifle round selection. We're going to be breaking it down nice and simple for any of you guys who didn't catch the last one about, Mike, what was the name of it? The last live stream we did?
We did, what was it?
Ultimate Guide to
Firearm Self-Defense.
Firearm Self-Defense. So we were talking primarily about pistols last time, I believe.
Yep, pistol, like ammo selections and stuff like that.
And we broke it down. You guys should have seen it. Like, he had every round in the fucking world here in my freaking apartment. It was cool. But today we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be talking about rifle rounds. We're also going to be talking about tactics a little bit. And we're also going to be talking about some other things very prevalent and relatable to self-defense and self-offense. So anyway, without further ado, Mike, take it away, bro.
All right. So pretty much, sadly, I'm not that big into rifles as I am pistols. So I don't have every rifle round like in the common market of a gun store.
Although he does have in his safe like almost every make and model of rifle there is.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, it's like my favorite like ammo selection to have is like so much variety. Like this is the only thing I diversify in. It's my gun store when it comes to defensive ammo for pistols. I will take all of it, like a box each. For rifles, I need to step my game up.
You should see him every time he's in a gun store. He goes and he's like, "What oddball shit do you have that I haven't seen?" And I'll buy it right now from you.
Like there was one guy who just sold me 147 plus B plus for Wonderwood ammo. And I was like, yeah, I do need that. You're right. So I'm like, yeah, that was $60 I just lost.
When I first met you, Mike, we were hanging out and you brought me some shit that I don't know if I should say this or not.
Go ahead.
You had like created your own hollow points.
Oh yeah, I got some right here actually. Yeah, so this is actually what I carry. It's a 38 special, and I have some for 44 mag and 357 Magnum.
And this guy is a big revolver guy. You
of course.
Primary carry is fucking.
Yeah, here you go. So, anyways, yeah, no, this is actually my reload. It's a 125 plus piece, super concentrated, and it's got a lead, somewhat of a lead like hollow point to it, so it'll just dissolve in the body and break apart. So I like it. It's moving pretty fast. I put a chrono on it. I'm getting like 1,100 feet per second, which is pretty good. So
this guy is like my go-to guy for anything's firearm related. Like the guy is a genius. So you guys in there and you freaking YouTube land, you're in for a treat tonight. Honestly, what are we doing here? New managing moderate. I don't give a fuck. All right, here we are, Mike. We're talking about rifle rounds tonight.
Yep.
By the way, we're both CCW permit holders, so it's all legal.
Yep.
Just had to get that out of the way.
We live in a free state where it's not illegal to own guns.
Correct.
So I can't wait to do shotgun. Shotgun's my specialty. That's where I'll cut apart a shell and like show you guys because I have like an actual like museum piece.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
So all right, let's talk about rifles. So sadly, the only rifles I own right now are a 270, which I have no ammo for, and then an AR. That's all I got. I'm not the biggest guy for rifles. I'm more pistols. So because there is a lot of new folk out there with ARs, and I know we just had Black Friday, and let's be honest, who doesn't want a $300 AR from Palmetto State with a bunch of cool gadgets? So we're going to talk about first calibers, just like choice, and different kind of bullets. ARs is actually kind of hard. There's not really like that much variety in terms of like the 223, 5.56 round. So when it comes to ARs, there's two calibers that you'll typically find them in. One is 223 Rem, which stands for 223 Remington. Then there's my favorite, 5.56 NATO. So we need to talk about a safety component. We were kind of like talking about this before the video started rolling. Do not shoot 5.56 out of a 223 barrel. And the reason why is because it's kind of like what we talked about in our pistol video. You're not supposed to shoot a 357 Magnum out of a fucking 38 Special. The reason why is because I did that. Let me tell you what I was being so stupid doing. I got my first rifle when I was 6. And I got my first AR when I was 17. So what happened, I did it legally. But what happened to me was I actually, my first gun was gifted to me. My first AR was an FN-15 MOE Sport. It's like a $2,000 rifle.
Okay.
And of course, I didn't know because I was an idiot. On the barrel, it actually said 223 Remington only, and even in the owner's manual. Now, let's be honest. Who reads the owner's manual?
Yeah, right.
I didn't.
I don't.
So you probably should. Like, this is going to make it
probably should. I mean,
all right. So the optics of this is looking horrible. Great. So what happened was I was shooting a lot of 5.56 out of it, and it actually worked for quite a while. But what would happen is weird stuff would happen. Like I'd like be shooting and the gun would jam and I go clear it. And like a piece of brass would fall out with no primer. Like it was so much pressure, I'd blow the primer out.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, no, I guess that's okay. Slap the mag in, pull the charging handle, keep shooting. Again, really stupid. So what happened was I kept shooting, and eventually I was shooting in the desert, like middle of nowhere. And then one day what happened was I made a grave mistake. I was shooting and I was doing it again, which is a huge sign that, hey, you're having overpressure. Like if you're blowing the back of the case out, it's too much pressure. You should stop.
One would think.
Yeah, well, not me, of course. So I kept shooting, and then eventually what happened was a very highly controlled explosion went off inside my chest, and I blew the magazine out. Like the magazine blew completely out. Like I blew the base of it out. Shit. And the magazine came out the gun too. And then my gas block flew out the top of the gun because of all the pressure, and my bolt carrier locked up. So now basically all the guts are completely locked. It's like having a ceased engine. Like if you ran an engine with no oil, how everything kind of just welds itself. That's essentially what happened to me.
Fuck.
And I tried beating it apart, everything. I couldn't do it. So I had to go to a gunsmith, and they had to use a hydraulic press to actually pull it apart. I still have the photo. I'm going to have to send it to you. We're going to have to put it as a thumbnail. The actual bolt carrier in the back of that 5.56 round mated so hard, I destroyed the firing pin. I sheared the teeth off my bolt carrier group. I blew off the extractor, which they couldn't find. Even I went back and I couldn't find it. And I actually needed a whole new extractor, firing pin, bolt carrier group, everything. And FN will not cover that under your warranty because that's user error. So,
man,
yeah, all in all,
you're lucky the thing didn't blow in your fucking face.
I'm
man.
lucky I didn't catch a piece of shrapnel.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all in all, that cost me about $800. I could have bought a whole nother rifle.
Fuck. I was at the gun range last year at some point, and all of a sudden, everyone starts freaking out. Like, I hadn't gone in the bays yet. I was, like, outside paying for my range time.
Yeah.
And people start freaking out. And I'm like, what's going on? And they go, somebody shot themselves.
Nice.
And I'm thinking, oh, fuck, some guy, like, killed himself. No, it was something happened with his pistol. Some catastrophic malfunction.
Yeah.
And it like blew back in his face and like didn't kill him. He was okay, but there was blood everywhere. You know how face wounds are, but
they bleed excessively.
Excessively. So I mean, you know, like if you're a dumbass, and I heard later he was putting the wrong rounds in.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that could have been me.
It could have been.
Yeah, that was so don't do that. And you gotta be careful because I'm gonna show you something. That's all 5.56. This is a 223. Watch what happens. It still fits.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to be super, super careful.
So it's not like trying to put a 45 round into a 9mm
or a 45 into a 22.
Yeah, right.
It will work. It's just you got to be careful. And the other thing too that's also kind of weird is I wish I had a 300 blackout round. So there was a guy I knew who was I'm going to be very careful saying this. I was at a gun range. It was an outdoor gun range. I was with a friend of mine. He's worse than me.
Okay.
I can't hang out with him because he went to jail.
Okay.
But anyways, we like to shoot a lot. And it was before I met this guy. So what happened was there was a guy next to us shooting an AR, and he was being very rude and disrespectful. And he was shooting 300 blackout, which is basically this bullet onto a 223 casing. He stuck it inside his magazine. Oh, look, it works. And the guy went to shoot it after he got back from the bathroom, and we had left. He blew his whole entire gun up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so imagine it's pretty much trying to like stick a hot dog into a green pea pod. Like it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
people are fucking dumb.
Yeah, so he did it, and then he got caught eventually because they reviewed cameras. But yeah, it will work. You will be able to feed it in the gun, and you will shoot it once.
Yeah, Eximus, dude, you cannot use 223. No, I'm sorry. You can use 223 in a 5.56.
Yes, you can step up, but you can't go higher to down. Like it's like shooting 357 of a 38. It ain't gonna work.
It's like if you're banging a hot chick and then you want to bang a fat chick, you shouldn't do that. You should only go up.
At that point, you should just shoot 5.56 out of a like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to be very careful. And moral of the story is read your fucking owner's manual,
or at least just have some common sense.
Yeah.
So. All right. So we know now that we cannot shoot 5.56 out of a we cannot shoot 5.56 out of a 223 chambered weapon. Are
you sure you understand?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so let's get into this. Right. So there are for AR-15s, which is the most common rifle in America nowadays. We're going to talk about bullets. So just like what we talked about with pistol, there's full metal jacket or just ball ammunition, which is target ammo, which you can actually shoot. It's going to look just like a pistol round. It's this. It's nothing fancy about the tip. A lot of people, I don't know why, use these for self-defense. I wouldn't recommend it. This will definitely go through your walls.
It will.
And this will definitely, it's definitely gonna put a really nice little hole.
So
through
this
someone.
is not the, this is soft point?
Nope, that's just a regular target bullet.
It's a regular.
I do got soft points next. So
Okay, all right.
The other thing I see people buy is because it's like really marketed really well as Army surplus ammo, like armor piercing.
Yeah.
Now,
The green tip.
yeah, that little tiny tip will just be green. And it's honestly not that great. Let me tell you a history about it. So they told us in basic. The point of that was like green tip ammo has been around since I think they said it's like the 70s. And it's not going to go through body armor. It's like it'll go through like level 1, level 2 armor, which is just rated for pistols. But if you try to shoot someone like a level 3 or a level 4 plate carrier, it's not going to do anything.
Not going to do anything.
Because it was only made to go through Soviet steel helmets back when the Soviets were around.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole history of green tip. It was just made to do that. It wasn't made to go through like actual body armor.
So it has a steel core inside.
Yep. And
Okay.
that's why a lot of indoor ranges do not allow you to shoot armor piercing ammos.
I was shooting at the range last night, shooting my AK with this stuff. And
That's not good.
this has a steel core in it. And I was shooting, I see fucking sparks flying everywhere.
Yeah. It almost
When it
looks like
hit.
fireworks.
Yeah, it did. It was cool. But then I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get in trouble. Like, I got to stop.
Yeah, so if that does happen at the particular range we do go to, I know
Yeah.
they have to like stop firing because eventually they have to go in there and like weld the holes.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, try not to get.
Well, I
caught
had a
doing
bunch of like regular ammo. And then I had a mag with like only 8 rounds. And when I have a mag with 8 rounds, I just get frustrated. Like, I don't want only 8 rounds in like 30 round fucking.
You
So
want more.
I was like, fuck, blast it. But no one saw. Thank God.
Nice. You got lucky.
Yeah.
You got very lucky.
Well, because the last time I was shooting this shit, someone came over and they're like, wait, no, you
Yeah.
can't do that, man.
Well, you got very lucky.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we go with ball ammo, green tip. Now we're going to talk about hollow points is what we're going to do. Just like what we talked about, like when it comes to pistol ammo, hollow point is primarily what you want to use for self-defense. That open cavity will expand, open up into a nice little mushroom. It literally looks like a mushroom. It will stop in the target you shoot, and that's what it's used for. It's primarily used for self-defense.
Eximus says the tequila made the 223 look like 5.56.
Yes. And this is where a good old story starts with, guys, I have to admit, alcohol was involved. So well, you were a firefighter. You should know that.
I know all about that.
So that's exactly what a hollow point's going to look like. It's nice and easy. I actually like this one a lot. This is Hornady Black, and I shot a hog with it.
Yeah?
I like because it's split apart in pieces.
Really?
Yeah, like I lost one of the petals, and it just stayed inside the hog.
Huh.
Did a lot of damage. I was pretty impressed. This is where I get all my ballistic knowledge. Is I go test it on animals I'm going to eat later. Yeah.
So you've got hollow point rounds available to you for the rifle rounds. This is 223?
That one is, yeah.
So, okay. So hollow points, and then I assume here you have, this is a soft point?
Yep.
All right.
And
So-
you might want to show on the camera. So a soft point will actually have an all lead tip. Like, whoops, that little guy right
Yeah.
there. So that's the only thing that's going to do is like basically like if this is the bullet and the top of my hand is like the very, very lead tip, it'll go inside your target. It'll bend and it immediately just starts to break apart.
Okay.
It's almost like a frangible round, but it's kind of nice because if I really like am hunting like a deer or something a little bigger, like a bigger hog, it's nice because it'll go through, it'll bend, just break apart, and it'll actually deliver a lot more damage, like the cavity of the bullet. and
It'll
expansion.
expand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's not gonna be like a hollow point where it's designed to just stay and it'll make a huge wound cavity behind it and stay. No, that thing will break apart and keep going. But
Now, which one of these will they both penetrate a wall?
oh yeah,
Okay.
100%.
So
I mean,
if you're
we can-
shooting a rifle in like an apartment, like it's gonna penetrate and shoot your neighbor.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, if we can punch through drywall, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, bullets should
Yeah.
hypothetically go through them.
Now,
So
this, for example, this 9mm hollow point, will this go through a wall?
100%.
So they'll all go through a wall.
Yeah, you're not safe.
Okay.
So this is where a lot of people start to ask, what's the perfect gun for like an apartment or home defense? And the answer is honestly, none of them.
None of them.
Because I don't know your situation. I don't know if you have kids. Like right now, I'm single, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my home defense magazines. They're all loaded with hollow points and soft points. So the best thing I can tell you is even the 22 will go through drywall.
What about a shotgun?
It'll go through drywall.
Everything will.
Yeah, of course. If you can punch through it or throw a hammer at it, it'll go
So
through.
you're better off having a fucking sword.
Yes.
Okay.
You're better off dressing like a crusader.
Yeah.
That will scare the shit out of you.
Can never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Or what about having a bayonet on your rifle?
Even better.
Uh-huh.
Get an M1 Garand.
Yeah, M1 Garand.
Yeah. We're going to Iwo Jima this.
I think if you shot an M1 Garand, though, it'd go through like 3 apartments.
Yeah. It'd probably go through the refrigerator.
What is that? A NATO round? It is, right?
No. So it's 30-06. It's not NATO.
It is,
so
okay.
NATO was like after World War II, and it's only shared calibers.
So 7.62 by 51.
That's Russian. And it's also 7.62 by 51R, which is Russian. There's 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO, which is like a shared spec that the U.S. and all the NATO countries share.
Yeah.
So like there's 9 millimeter NATO, which is basically 124 plus P.
Okay.
5.56 by 4.5 NATO, 7.62 by 39, which some NATO countries have.
Mike, is there another 5.56 besides by 45?
Not that I've ran into yet. It's kind of I know how you're trying to ask. Like, is there's like different 9 millimeters?
Yeah.
Like 9 by 18, 9 by 19, 9 mil Luger.
Not
There's really not. Yeah.
But there is a weird Russian round. What am I thinking of?
9 millimeter Makarov.
No. It's like rifle round. It's for the.
Yeah, you're thinking about that little 9. It's a 9 by 18, which is it goes out of a rifle called VSS. It's
yes. It's
rifle.
like 5 something.
It's weird. Well, there's also
5.45 or something.
Yeah,
like
that actually is another rifle. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's a different one. That's actually out of like an AK is what they have.
Yes.
Yeah, 5.45.
It's like the little mini AKs.
It is, and it's also like a mini 5.56 round.
Oh, okay.
It's smaller.
But it's basically just a 5.56 round that's small.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So, but anyway, so that covers pretty much 223, 5.56. Now you can also get different uppers for your AR. I really wish we had like the old YouTube video where we could do like advertisements, like, "Hey, you can buy this product," which is exactly what I have.
For yeah.
YouTube's guideline sucks.
Yeah, well, YouTube doesn't like what we do.
So that's true. So you can actually buy. I know a lot of people don't like 223 for self-defense. So what you can do is you can buy different uppers and change calibers. So this is where people who like AK ammo but want an AR can actually shoot 7.62 out of a 223 AR.
So you can buy an AR upper that shoots 7.62?
You know that rifle I blew up?
Yeah.
I had the upper and I paid to get it fixed, but I wanted to shoot 5.56, so I bought a conversion kit.
Okay.
So I can shoot 5.56 out of it. And then
have you seen those ARs that can shoot 50 cals?
Yes. There's 50 BMG now, and there's also 50 Action Express.
Action Express. So the BMG is a fucking huge round.
Yeah, that's like the anti-tank round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there's the big boy, then there's 50 Action Express, which is like what the Desert Eagle shoots.
Yeah. Okay.
And now they even make ARs that like shoot 357 mag. I mean, I just bought one.
Crazy.
I bought an upper because it's not a firearm and it's coming in the mail next week and it shoots like 12 gauge shotgun shells.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it came with like 2 magazines. So yeah, there are things you can do to actually change caliber. So if you don't like what you're doing with 223, you can change it. I mean, I even have one for 22 because it's cheap.
You do. I saw your 22.
Yeah, it works. It's
rifle.
fun.
He's got his whole battle rifle set up, and then I picked it up, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, it's 22. And I'm like, what the fuck? Xmas asks, what about the Hornadies with red dye in it?
Those are a go-to. I'll tell you why. I'm glad he brought that up. So the red dye is actually a polymer tip. And because we were talking about like, in our last video, we were talking about like how like if you wear to like certain denim or certain clothing, or if I shoot through like drywall, it can plug the hollow in your hollow point, the cavity. And then pretty much you have a full metal jacket. It can't expand. It's just going to go through anything it hits.
Okay.
So that red dye is actually pretty brilliant. It's like a patented design by Hornady. And right now the patent is kind of on its way out because a lot of other manufacturers like Winchester are starting to do it.
You're talking about that like plastic inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what that does is it prevents it from clogging and it helps it expand whenever it hits something like on impact.
Okay.
Now, those ones don't expand too good just because of the way Hornady made their bullet design. But it'll still stop in the target. You just won't have significant wound cavity and expansion of damage.
I see.
So, I mean, if I shoot someone, I need the bullet to obviously stop, but I also need to go far enough to make it to vital organs, but not so far where it goes through. But I also need to do huge amounts of damage, like in terms of like ballistic cavities.
Yeah.
in order to actually, perform as maximum damage.
Yeah.
Hornady is kind of on the low end. What I would recommend, honestly, Federal HST for 9mm
Okay.
or Federal soft points.
Soft points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I will warn you, I mean, this one is a Hornady, surprisingly enough. But that soft point, it'll probably just go in here. I know this is going to sound horrible. It's probably going to break apart and go through the person. However, it'll be tumbling, and by then it would have lost so much energy. It's just, I doubt it would go through drywall.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, again, it's like, I guess the key to a gunfight in your apartment is don't miss.
Yeah.
Which is going to be hard considering you're
stressed the fuck out.
Yeah, and you got woken up at 2 or 3 a.m. and you're in a gunfight.
You're already at close fucking
range.
range.
You have shit in your pants and you're in a gunfight.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
like gunfights never happen when you think they're gonna happen.
Yep. Yeah, this is I don't know. I mean, personally, I think an AR is superior if you don't.
Yeah.
If you got people in the house like that, or maybe like a pistol caliber.
I mean,
AR,
the thing I worry about, like, dude, this place is, I don't know how many square feet it is, but it's like small, right?
It is. Like,
if you're bringing out
to find
a full size rifle,
yeah,
it's very easy for somebody this close to grab it.
Yeah, and then this is where you have to. This is like a whole nother class. This is where you have to like think about your strategy. Like, what's your home defense plan? And my home defense plan is I have an SBR. I have a 10-inch AR barrel, which is legal.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, for the ATF that's watching.
Yeah, they are watching, I'm sure.
So what I did was I registered it. It was on the brace, and I got it registered, and I got approved to make an SBR. So I just completed the normal stock with the upper.
Okay.
So I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever had to do. So that's what I have, just so I can peek around the corner and like look down at my bedroom door because I'm hiding behind my gun safe.
Yeah.
Which is probably the smartest thing I can do.
It's probably the best place to be.
So, I mean, that's the smartest thing I can, like the smartest setup for my apartment. But yeah, I would not want to clear my own house with an AR because of what you said. Like, it can be easily taken away from you 100%.
100%.
That's why I think a pistol is probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. For real close fighting, which for like civilians like us, man, like we're not going in and doing like CQB, right? So,
right.
I mean, if we have to clear a house, like you want a pistol.
Yes. Or a really, really short shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
which are legal.
You can.
Yeah. By the way, did you see that video of the guy clearing his house with his AR and he shot the bear?
Yes.
Is that real or is that AI?
I don't know.
Me neither.
But I mean, honest to God, like I was looking at stuff today, like a meme
with
Trump, and it was so realistic. I was like, did he actually just do that?
You can't fucking tell anymore.
Yeah, like it's getting to the point where it's so good, you really don't know.
One thing I'll say, if you guys haven't seen that, like find it. It's on Instagram. It's on whatever. But like, he's using a flashlight. Completely wrong. Did you notice that?
I didn't.
He had his light and he kept his white light on the whole time. So you're never supposed to do that. Like if you're using a white light on your AR, you're supposed to flash through the shadows and take the light off. Move, flash, light off, move.
Yep.
You're never supposed to, because you keep it on, you're going to be the target now. If somebody else has a weapon, they know exactly where to shoot you.
Yeah, there's a door right to my right. So if I see light coming out over here, I know I can start shooting through the walls.
You just shoot the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
this is where training is really going to have to come into play, and most people, unfortunately, are going to spend the money to get it.
No, they won't. And you know, I was at the range today, and it was surprising me. And this is where we're start talking about tactics as well. Is like, it always surprises me how guys have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Yes.
No idea.
Right.
Like they're coming to the range and they're standing like this 80s cop style.
Yeah. Or
and
like they're in a martial arts like style. Like they're in a fight.
And then they're all off balance and they're fucking like they're shooting a fucking target at like 10 feet away and they're like all over the fucking, and I'm like, what is going on here? It doesn't even take that much money to take like 1 or 2 pistol classes.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, the sad thing too is if you master a pistol, you can master a rifle because your stance for a pistol is the same as a rifle.
Same, yeah.
You just got 2 hands on a firearm. That's it.
That's it. And you don't fucking stand bladed off. You're not 80s fucking Maverick cop.
I've literally had someone who was an armed guard for Loomis try to tell me I should do it. And I was like, I went with him just because I wanted to see how stupid he was. And I was just shocked. I'm like, how are you alive?
Yeah.
Like how?
That's
how have you not been robbed?
I mean, not to mention the fact that, like, we talk about this all the time. Your armor covers your front half.
Yes.
It doesn't cover your fucking sides, man. Why would you stand like this? Like,
Yeah, we've seen. I forgot where it was, but there was a mass shooter in Texas who wore body armor, and what happened was that it was like basically like the preacher had an AR. So the preacher ended up shooting. While the shooter was shooting at someone, basically like the vest did not protect his armpit, so the preacher ended up shooting him right through the armpit.
See, yeah.
So yeah, you have to think about stuff like this, and even then, your body armor, at least mine, only covers vital organs. If I get a testing shot, now I got a septic tank.
Oh yeah,
and that's really bad.
Well, you see a lot of times people who don't know anything about body armor, they're wearing their armor and it's covering like their whole stand up for
basically like
it's covering here.
Yeah.
And it's like it like the armor, they're not wearing it the right way. Like it should be high and tight, right? And cover your vitals. A lot of guys wear it like all the way down here.
Yep. Because it's uncomfortable and it's rubbing on your neck and it can create a rash.
I get it.
But still, it's a life-saving device. It's like a seatbelt. If you're not going to use it right, it's useless.
Well, wear the right fucking clothes then.
Yeah.
Get a shemagh, right? There's a reason why army guys, they like the shemaghs.
Yeah.
It helps the fucking chafing.
That or don't be a pussy.
Yeah, well.
But anyway.
You say that until you get chafing, man. Chafing sucks.
Oh, trust me, I had a run with my vest. And the other thing, too, is since we're talking about body armor, too, is we're going to go into ballistics as to what defeats armor next. But one more thing. For anyone who has body armor, do not tell me you can survive cleaning your house and doing all this horse shit or the end of the world until you've gone on a treadmill and run with your body armor. It is the most awkward thing in the world to do. It's shifting, it's moving, and then your gears rattling around. It sucks.
Yeah.
And my hard lesson is when they made me go do FTX for a week.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. And then you have to run when you're using Mylar, which is like a laser system anyway. Yeah. So all your shit's all rattly stuff is falling. It sucks.
And you're having to fucking sleep in that shit. And it's uncomfortable and it's heavy.
Yeah, and it's like right on your back, so you feel it in the morning.
The old plates were the fucking worst.
Yes, but now the new ones, I mean, it depends on where I guess you get your plates, but I use AR 500. I'm going to give a shout to them. I love them.
Yeah.
And they actually put almost like truck bed liner, like a nice thick coating to prevent spalling, which for people who don't know, if a bullet hits you and a steel plate, it's literally going to just explode. Best way I can put it, it's going to break apart in pieces. That's killed so many people.
Yeah.
Where the bullet didn't go through you, but someone still died with body armor because all that fragmentation basically becomes shrapnel and it hits.
Well, they used to make spall protection like blankets, I want to say, like pads that you would put on the back of your plate.
Yeah.
But I think now they're just treating them, right, with a certain thing.
That's what mine literally, if I take, like I have body armor at my house. If I take my plate out, it literally looks like it's like truck bed liner.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But it works great. Okay, so now let's talk about body armor and what it takes to defeat it, because I know some people are going to ask, hey, what rifle, like if you're interested in getting a rifle or getting a conversion kit, what do you want to use?
Before we go into that, let me ask you, because we're on this topic now.
Sure.
The Army's new rifle.
The SIG Spear.
It looks to me like the stupidest fucking decision they've made in some time.
So this is where history is kind of repeating itself, because in the 60s, we used to have the M14.
Right.
Which was in 308, 7.62 by 51.
Is that what this new one chambered in?
Nope. It's chambered in an entirely different caliber that, honestly, I'd have to look up. It's freaking massive. It's bigger than a 308.
It's big, and it's designed to defeat near-peer body armor.
Yes. Like, there's not much that can stop it.
Okay.
So it's almost like getting shot with a 30-06 armor piercing bullet.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
Okay.
And it's super heavy. You're not going to get as much ammo out of it.
I looked at the mags. What is it, like 10-round mags? Something like that?
I think they said 20 to 30.
Okay.
But it's a lot of weight.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy. Troops are not going to want to carry that shit, man.
And it's even replacing the SAW. They have a bill-fed version.
Shit.
So, I mean, SIG is making money like crazy with the 320, even though that's as effective as...
Well, we were just talking about this, where the guards were having their pistols go off in the fucking holster without touching it.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to comment on it because SIG is suing anyone.
Oh, shit.
Like, there's a whole, like, a lot of defamation suits, but, I mean, I don't know. I still have mine, and mine got recalled, and I guess they fixed it because what I did was I had, like, a soft mallet, and I was beating it, and I got so I'm trying to get it to go off. I couldn't get it to go off, and I was like, this sucks. That's probably a good thing, though. So,
probably a good thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a leg.
Yeah.
So, or a nut. But anyways, yeah. I'll be talking in a higher pitch.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now let's talk about body armor. Okay, so pretty much there's 4 levels of body armor, 1 through 4. Level 1 is for pistol rounds. It's like literally almost looks like clothing. It's really flimsy. It's just like it almost looks like the same. If you saw it, you would think it's super thick cotton. That's the best way.
Level 1.
Yeah, it's just Kevlar wrapped super tight. And it's going to hurt like hell. I actually had a friend of mine get shot with level 1.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it broke his ribs and his sternum.
Yeah.
Because he got shot right to like little left square of the chest. And all that's going to do is it caught the bullet, but it's going to send all that kinetic energy into you.
Oh.
So that's why he broke ribs. And I said, dude, you're lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
So then there's level 2.
Lucky he didn't get a tension pneumo.
Yeah, hypertension pneumothorax.
Yeah.
Collapsed lung because of all the stress.
Yeah.
That's
Guys were
true.
getting that in the early stages of Iraq, even with those plates you were talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And it will still hurt. There are plenty of, I'm not going to recommend you do this because I haven't done it and I don't think I would want to, but there's plenty of good YouTube videos of people like putting on body armor and getting shot for fun.
Oh, fuck, man.
And
you gotta be fucking retarded.
Yeah, but my favorite is one time I watched a scrawny little kid get shot with the 308 and it stopped it, but he was like on the ground going, oh my God, it hurts. And they were like, they took his armor off and they're like, dude, it didn't go through. And he was like over here, like all like hunched over in the like almost in a ball, almost crying. It was hilarious. But anyway, so level 2, let's talk about that. This is where a lot of cops have moved away from. Again, it's like super thick Kevlar reinforced. And it'll stop like up to 38, 357. So you're getting away from just like 9 mil. However, it's not really effective since, I mean, again, most people probably with modern technology, you can get a really short barreled rifle and a pistol brace. And that's
yeah, so level 2 will not protect you against rifle rounds.
No. Not at all. So this is where it's going to get interesting. This is what most cops wear is level 3. Level 3 is designed to stop up to a 44 Magnum, which is a pretty big pistol bullet. But we have bigger calibers for pistol, like 500 Magnum and stuff like that. 50 AE.
Who the fuck is running around committing crimes with a fucking 500 Magnum?
Someone I don't want to meet.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So that's what most cops have. It's just basically, again, really tight reinforced fibers.
Level 3 will stop rifle rounds.
No.
Okay.
If you get like there was a cop in Mexico, and you can still find the video. Active Self Protection has a bunch of them, and that's where I saw it, like the full, like uncensored video. A cop pulled over someone from Arizona in New Mexico on the 10. And the guy had an AR pistol, and he was hiding it so good under his leg, the cop didn't notice it until he told the guy, get out of the car. And then he lifted his leg, and that's when the cop found it.
Ooh.
So he goes, hey, is that a rifle? Yeah, okay. Well, here, just leave it there. Wait, is it attached to you? Yeah, I have a sling on. Oh, okay. Just stay right there. I'm going to pull it off just for my safety. You're not in trouble. Well, as the cop was coming around, you can even see on his dash cam car where the guy immediately grabbed the rifle, shot the cop in the neck, then walked around and shot him in the chest multiple times. Jeez. And all those bullets went through him. And then he shot him in the head to finish it off.
Jeez.
Cop didn't even have a fair chance.
Yeah.
So it's lighter. It's about as heavy as you'd want to go because level 4 is fucking heavy, especially for an officer. If you're wearing that all day, I'd feel horrible for him.
Running that shit.
And then you have all your shit attached to it, which is even worse. So, yeah, that's, again, I think most criminals carry pistols.
Yeah.
However, with how you can hide a rifle in a small bag, I'm almost at the point of wanting to say, like, level 2 was once the prime and the standard. I almost think level 3 is now obsolete.
So, I mean, they do make soft armor that is rifle round rated.
Yeah, but how good?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, especially since, I mean, you can buy an AR-10 nowadays, and there's so much things you can do.
Yeah.
How much is...
I mean, I guess, look, nothing's perfect, right? Like, unless you are running around as a cop or whatever in plates.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're going to be vulnerable.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's what it comes to. So now we have my favorite, which is level 4.
Okay, before we go into level 4, will any of these protect against stabbing?
No. So let me tell you a funny story. There was actually a cop because my dad was buying Kevlar in California when he used to live there.
Okay.
And he bought it. And my dad used to live like in the same apartment complex as a bunch of cops. And he made friends with a bunch of them. was kind of funny because one of the cops was saying, "Yeah, dude, you got to hear this shit." Apparently, there was a cop who was saying like when like level 1 and 2 just first came out, like it was just issued, it was the hottest thing. Like they were making movies of guys getting shot multiple times and just going and then just walking it off, like total bullshit. But anyways, the cop was like, "Yeah, stab me. It's bulletproof. It'll stop a knife." And he told the assistant that. So he got stabbed and it went through. So again, it's not designed to like deal with like super, super sharp, pointy objects. It's designed to deal with more like blunt force.
So you have to have a stab vest to protect against knives, but the stab vest will not protect against bullets.
The only thing I would say would make an obsession, this is the only thing like I would actually want to try, is if I have my level 4 plates in, I'd be like this, yeah, stab this plate. Let me know how that works out.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
the
plates will give you protection against most rounds plus knives.
Yeah.
Plus, to some degree, blunt weapons as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you throw a hammer and it hits me in the vest, I'm going to be like, this cool story, bro.
Yeah,
watch me throw this 357. Yeah. Let's see how much worse this is going to be. So, yeah, there is now level 4 is where you start to get into heavy armor plates. Like, that's super heavy. Today's modern level 4 will stop up to 30-06, which is about twice the size as the 7.62. I'm going to warn all of you. It's not like Hollywood where you can get shot multiple times or video games and just keep fucking going. Like even on the back of my plate, there's a label and it says how many times I can get shot with what caliber.
Right, because eventually it will crack and degrade.
Yes, or it'll just fracture. And mine it says 12 gauge slug 1, and I'm like, that would suck. And then a 5.56 2.
Really?
Yeah, 30-06 1.
Wow.
So you can only get shot a certain number of times with each caliber.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, the plate will literally just fracture and it'll just fall apart, and then it's not safe because then it can bow in, and then that's how you like break ribs.
Yeah.
Pneumothorax, like we were talking. This is where a lot of blunt force trauma comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, body armor is just a second shot at life. It's just to remind you, hey, you were fucking up. What you're doing is not working. Fix your shit. That's what body armor is.
Let's talk about helmets, okay? Because
this is gonna be fun.
A lot of guys have the misconception that you're wearing a helmet and these things offer ballistic protection, but most helmets don't.
Yep. So I used to have like the old Kevlar ones.
The old Kevlar ones,
basic.
Yeah.
That's an exception. That one will actually stop a bullet.
Okay.
The heavy ones, yes, that one will stop certain bullets. However, there are a lot of concussions, again, a lot of blunt force trauma, because all that Kevlar will like literally bow in, and well, guess what? Now it's like hitting the head with a baseball. Yeah. So yeah, there's again, go on YouTube, go on Live Leak. I remember when that was the hottest thing.
I don't remember
go see or Funker 530, like all the combat footage.
Okay.
Yeah, like people get shot in the head, they fall over, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't get hit, but man, that hurt." And they have like massive concussions or TBI, traumatic brain injury. So it will work, but the new ones, like all these, like what you see, like the SEALs and
bump helmets.
Yeah, like it's almost like a skateboard helmet with like a night vision mount. No, that's plastic. It's gonna go through.
Now they do make some bump helmets with reinforced on the front, right? It's just on the front of the helmet.
Yes.
They did a study, and apparently you're most likely to get shot right up in here.
Yeah.
With when you're wearing a helmet. So that's why but they put armor. It only protects the forehead area.
Which, I don't know, that seems kind of useless to me.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Like at that point, give me everything.
Why not just make a fucking bump helmet that's heavy and all fucking reinforced with armor?
That's true. Yeah. Well, we're
gonna go all the way.
Crusades. We're gonna go dress as knights and fighters. So
I'm waiting for them to make a completely ballistic night helmet.
I need that.
That would be cool, dude. We got our business idea.
Yeah, and then they need to make a spear with a ballistic tip. So yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've talked about the various I don't want to say the various combative rifle rounds. So we've touched on the old school 7.62 x 51. We've touched on the AK rounds by 7.62 x 39, 223s, 5.56. I mean, that's pretty much your prolific rifle rounds, right? You could find some oddball shit, 306, 308, whatever. What is it? The blackouts.
300 blackout.
300 blackouts.
Which is now becoming super, super popular.
Yeah, people love it.
So what it is basically, this is an AK round, a 7.62 x 39, that big ass bullet. And here's a regular 5.56 bullet. is basically they grab that huge ass bullet and stuck it on that case. And it's subsonic, but it's super, super, super deadly.
So when you suppress it, you're not going to hear much.
No, it's a subsonic round, and you just suppress it even more.
Yeah.
Like I can be talking and shooting.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Like I don't need Ear Pro. So yeah, that's kind of the new thing. Again, do not go from down to up. You can't shoot up, but you can shoot down calibers.
Yeah, so if you have a 357, you can shoot 38 out of that, 38 special out of that.
Yep.
But you cannot shoot your 357 out of your 38 special.
Yep. So
Okay.
in other words, don't be shooting fucking 7.62 or 300 black out of a 5.56 barrel.
Yeah, good
You're
advice.
gonna fuck shit up real fast.
Good advice.
You'll only do it once. I can promise you that. It will work one time. Guaranteed.
So we've touched on the various rifle rounds.
Yep.
We've touched on the various rifles you'll find out there. How about some tactics? All right, everyone loves talking about tactics, right? So
we can make a whole video on
we
this.
could,
Yeah.
and we'd be in the annex of like millions and millions of videos out there with men more experienced than us, right? Like lots of
That
SEALs
would
and
be
everything
fun.
make
Imagine
videos
doing an
about
episode
this.
with Sean Ryan.
It would be great.
It would be fun. I'd pay to do that.
See, I've seen him like I saw one thing where he was doing like some CQB and like you can tell like he's like very on point with it.
Yep.
It's fun to watch guys like that, like special operations guys,
Right.
run CQB.
Guys who have done that for a living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all they fucking do is just
Yep.
over and over. But like, let's just be clear about this, Mike. Especially when it comes to like civilian consideration, CQB is like not. All right, so like, look at what's going on in Ukraine right now, right? So like
Right.
trench warfare. I don't think you and I are gonna ever have to go clear a trench unless we do like
I'd
World War
hope
III
not.
starts.
Yeah.
Right? But what are you and I likely to run into? Like, okay, maybe active shooter situation.
Yeah. Okay. So what I would say is, you and I used to shoot a lot of competition.
Yeah.
For all your USPSA guys, all you comp guys, and in the words of active self-protection, every gunfight is an open division, meaning you can bring whatever you want. Like this 5-shot 38 special is fantastic at 15 feet away. It's not fantastic at 75 feet away.
Mhm.
So yeah, we would be more likely to run into, I'd say realistically, I mean, you have a better chance statistically of getting into like a very bad car accident than you do an active shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could say a couple of scenarios that we might run into road rage.
Yeah, and this is where I'm starting to say this is where the situations where I think statistically we would run into is becoming more a victim of a crime of a road rage, home invasion, robbery. I think you would have more statistically of a chance of getting involved in that.
The state where you and I live, and we'll remain nameless, but the state where you and I
Yeah.
live, everybody carries a gun. So
I think
like,
they said the survey was 80% of the cars on the road here have a firearm in it.
yeah, I wouldn't be
And
surprised.
that might give the state away. But anyways.
But like, so also,
Yes.
even just you go to a mall, like chances are, what,
I have a gun.
2 out of 5, 2 out of 3 guys, no, 2 out of 5 guys probably are packing in that mall.
Maybe.
Something like that. So like active shooters aren't really a thing out here because they
Correct.
know like someone's going to shoot them in the back.
Yeah, true.
Um,
but in some
But,
places, like,
you never know. Look at that guy. Was it Minneapolis? The kid who made that long shot with the Glock.
that was in Louisiana, I think is what
Louisiana,
it was. Yeah.
I mean, it can happen.
Yeah, they call it the Dickinson drill, where you have to shoot 15 rounds at a target. I think it's 30 yards away, and that was actually a real life scenario. It was a kid who just got his concealed carry permit, was 21, got his first Glock pistol, only shot it a couple times, and he shot an active shooter. I think they said it was like, God, I really want to know, like 10 or 15 yards. So you're looking 30 to 45 feet. And I think he hit every single target.
Wow.
Every single bullet hit the target.
Wow.
The active shooter got shot to shit so bad. He ended up losing his rifle and having to crawl to a bathroom.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's like the biggest fuck you. Like you can't
Yeah.
shoot them all. Now
Yeah.
you're crawling away
Yeah.
crying. So
Serves
yeah.
him right.
So
But I mean, like all of those situations can be handled with a pistol, right?
yes.
Like those are up close personal things. And they say that most of the time when civilians get involved with something like that, it's close, right?
Yeah. So the FBI says your typical average civilian gunfight is 3 to 5 yards, which is when you transfer that over to feet,
20
it's 9 to 15 feet.
Okay. All right.
Which is really fucking close.
Really close.
That's close enough where you could be sprinting on someone, drawing their gun, and start to get on top of them.
Is it 21 feet or 25 feet?
No, I know what you're talking about. This is called the Dennis Tuller drill.
Yes, the Tuller drill.
Yeah, and what happens is basically at 21 feet, if you have someone in a full sprint at you, they can reach you before you draw your gun.
How many is it? 21?
21.
21 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is where, like, what I like to do at Scouts Gun Club is I'll set a target at 15 feet and have it run at me full sprint. My goal is to get my out of from concealed carrying position, gun out on target, and pull the trigger at least once.
Yeah.
And I try to hit in a vital area, the chest or the T box in the head.
I always put my target minimum 25 feet away.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be careful because if your target's super close, your point of impact will change.
Sure.
Because of your sights.
Sure.
So it's good, but I would practice every single drill you can. So when it comes to tactics, okay, look, any gun will work. I mean,
even a 22, Mike?
I would trust my life to a 22. I used to
loves 22.
I'm going to be honest, I used to carry a 22. Do I recommend it? No, but I was poor when I did it, so I didn't have a choice. So I chose really good quality ammo like CCI Stinger, Federal Punch. Now that I can afford exotic calibers, I don't give a shit. But anyways.
You never know when you run into Mike in the dark alley what exotic fucking caliber he'll have in his weapon.
Yesterday, I was carrying a 10 millimeter. I have a gun that's 50 years old. A 10 millimeter from like the 80s. So
and every day he like changes his carry gun. Like every single day, I'm like, "What do you got now?"
I also train with them all. Whatever
you
I
do,
shoot,
you do,
so.
you do. I'll give you that.
I'm carrying 200 grade Winchester Silverton, dude.
The other day, I asked him what he was carrying, and what the fuck? It wasn't this one. It was like some fucking Wild West gun.
I was carrying a Smith & Wesson Model 19 and 357 Magnum.
Yeah.
And I didn't have an SR. I was carrying a Smith & Wesson Model 629 and 44 Magnum.
Yeah, random fucking oddball
which
shit.
Is huge. That's like the Dirty Harry gun. So it's kind of funny because I can't bend over, otherwise the barrel will stick out of my shorts. So anyway, what I would say for tactics is practice up close. Any gun will work. I don't care how big or small it is, as long as you can control it. If I were to take away your eyesight and put you in complete total darkness, if I can tell you to reload a magazine, clear a malfunction, and shoot, if you can do those basic functions, that gun will work for you. Okay. Even if it's a 22, I'd rather see you have that than a sharp stick or a knife.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The gun's not perfect for everything. If the guy's on top of me punching me, I'm not going to pull the gun out unless I'm really desperate.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a knife at this point. Especially since bullets aren't going to expand. You're going to have to take a huge shower. Especially if you shoot them that close.
All right. So here's a couple of good drills that Mike put me through. When I first met Mike, I think it had been years since I shot because I was living in Jersey, right? Like I just had COVID, so I hadn't gone to the range forever. And I was like not shooting well, and he like looks at me and he's like, "The fuck out of here."
Yeah, I did.
No, you did.
I literally was looking. I'm like, "What the fuck is?" Because he could tell is off.
He could tell I can shoot because I was going through all the drills and clearing out functions. But then he was like, "What is with you?" So we started talking, and we're like, "Listen," I said, "Listen, teach me your drills." Get me a better shot, and I'll teach you hand-to-hand combat. So we started hanging out.
That's a fair trade.
It was a fair trade. So
when it comes to drills, what I do is...
Well, let me just say this.
Go ahead.
You put me through a really amazing drill. When I got my first pistol with a dot, you took it, and you were like, let me see this. And you fucked with it, and then you're like, all right, shoot. You turn the dot off. And you're like, all right, now how well can you shoot?
Yep.
That was an eye-opening experience.
Because your dot can fail, or it can get shot off, the battery could die.
And when you start trying to shoot with no dot, you're all over the fucking place.
Yep.
So for all of you out there, this is a good like heads up. Like if your dot goes down, you're not going to be very accurate with that holographic sight.
Correct. And this is why I like having suppressed iron sights. So that way it's co-witnessing with my dot.
Correct.
So there's that, and then there's also another method that people do, which is where they try to get their gun sighted in with that dot perfectly right in the center, like vertically and laterally. So that way they can see their dot. Even if it were to go down, they can just relatively like figure, okay, my dot would be around here. Cool, I'm going to shoot here.
So that's what you do. If your dot goes down, you can just basically guesstimate where your dot usually is. And, Okay.
Or what I would do is I would just like lower the gun. I see the barrel, like this is... Basically, I look down here. I have no iron sights. I have no dot. I can see straight down the barrel right in the middle. Cool. Canter it up, right at my target. I'm pulling the trigger.
Yeah, so it's like that old Fairburn for you guys, the World War II guys. Fairburn was the guy that we go a lot of our system of hand-to-hand combat is based off of his stuff. He also had an old school point shooting method.
Yep.
And point shooting, as you very well know, Mike, it's basically just, look Don't even really look at your sights. Just
Yep,
point and
it's
shoot.
just pointing. Like I know the gun's pointing at that target. It's general direction of the area. Cool, I'm pulling the trigger. So there are some really cool drills that I would recommend everyone do. This is even what I do. Number one, it's a whole list that I keep on my phone. And when I go shooting, I just check the boxes off. And it takes about 150 rounds, which today is like one box is 50 rounds. It's 3 boxes. It's not that
If you guys want that list, comment down below and we'll get it to you.
Well, we can just put it in the description.
We will do that.
So first one, dot torture. What is that? Basically, you go by like a target that has like little dots to pace, like little pacing dots where if you shoot, you can cover your bullet holes. Or you just draw a circle with a Sharpie about the size of a quarter, put it at 15 feet.
Mhm.
That will make you such a precise shooter. If you can shoot a quarter on a target this big, a humanoid sized target, you are such a good fucking shot. Dude, you can shoot buttons off of someone's shirt.
Yeah.
So what it is you have to keep shooting it. Take your time and go slow. You're mastering your sights and your trigger pull. So that way you know exactly where that bullet's going to go. If you can shoot multiple dots off, you're doing good. I typically put 12 dots on a target. If I could make it, excellent.
You know what I noticed, just to interject real quick, is
Sure.
how important your trigger finger placement really is.
Yep, and I'm gonna show that. Let me unload it. As you can see, firearms clear.
It's clear.
So what happens is sometimes people will absolutely just jerk a trigger. So basically they're pulling, and when the gun goes off, they're anticipating recoil, so they push the gun down like unsubconsciously when they're shooting. And then the next thing that happens is they completely miss. They suck at shooting. What you have to do is, what I would do is I'll take like spent bullets, like empty casings that they already shot, stick it back in their magazine, or in my case, a revolver cylinder. So that way, like whenever the gun is not going to shoot because it's an empty bullet, they get to see how bad they jerk, and then it like makes them subconscious. So that's where, like, if you have a friend to shoot with, or even just practicing at your home with empty casings, that's a good idea, because then you like master like not jerking it and you get used to recoil. It's called recoil anticipation.
Mastering not jerking it is a hard skill.
That sounds so wrong. I just realized that. Next good one is for shooting multiple targets, which you might have to do.
Especially when you're alone in your home.
That's true, and you're single.
Yeah.
Especially, I can see that. The next one is called El Presidente. This is my favorite. So this one's kind of hard to do with like multiple humanoid targets. So what I do is I get 3, like you can go to Walmart and buy like a normal size ring target. Looks like a pie and it has like a red center. 3 of those on the cardboard at 15 feet. And all I do is I draw from concealment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I got one target to my right, 1, middle, 1, left, 1, again, 1, middle, 1, right, 1. And what that's getting you to do is it's getting you to actually draw, get your sights on target, and shoot precisely at 1 and transition to another one, and then transition and then restart. So then it forces you to get back on target after you just had recoil, transition 1, transition 1. You'll actually start learning how to shoot with not only moving your arms, but also your hips. If you can do that in conjunction, your coordination is going to go through the roof. You're going to shoot like a pro.
Now, this is an interesting thing, because when I was trained by the Israelis, they have their own point shooting system, which is fascinating. What they recommend, weapon is clear. Yeah, right. Weapon is clear. So what they recommend is every time that you have to move your weapon, you either jerk it back a little bit and point it at the next target, or you loop it. Do you recommend that, or do you recommend that more competition style where you're moving your hips?
So what I do personally is I just go, I mean, the targets are super close. That's, where we go shooting it, because it's on a piece of cardboard. It's the size of a humanoid. So there's not much like transition. But when I go out to the desert and I have like multiple targets placed at different distances, like one's at 15, one's at 30, one's at 45. Like what I have to do is, because we're so far apart, is I have to pull in and then re-engage.
So you do. Okay.
That's the way I do it, because it is a lot of real estate to do this. And it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
And let's just say that you're in like a confined space, like your vehicle.
You're fucked.
You can't really do this.
There's not enough room.
You're going to have to either this or this.
Once you drive a limo.
Well, true.
So
if you're driving a limo, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You can afford some security at that point.
Well, I don't know if it's the driver. I think it's if the person.
The driver's meant to get shot.
Yeah, that's true. Or shoot back.
Yeah.
Next one, really good one that's got some history, Mozambique drill. Okay, so this one actually came from Mozambique. There was a bunch of basically fighters that were dealing with other fighters. I gotta be careful because this will definitely get like completely demonetized. I don't want to go into the history of it.
Probably already demonetized.
You can Google it, the history of the Mozambique drill, but it had to deal with like a lot of insurgents. I'm going to go ahead and go that far that were on drugs like coke, heroin, shit that will really alter you. And what happened was there was actually a war fighter I did get to meet, and he had a Browning 9mm because he didn't have his FAL. He shot someone in the chest. It didn't stop the fighter who kept shooting at him with an AK, so he shot him in the head. So the drill is 2 to the chest, 1 to the head.
Oh, that's the Mozambique.
Yep.
Classic.
So what I'll do is when it comes down to Mozambique, the target at the indoor range I go will literally flip. Yeah. It might flip hostage or it might flip threat. So if it's threat, when it comes down to Mozambique, 2 to the chest, and it didn't work, 1 to the head, which is exactly what I would do. It's like Clint said at Thunder Ranch. If someone's coming at me, it's the scariest fucking day of my life, and I feel like my life is in grave danger, and I'm about to either get a horrible experience of bodily injury or death, and I got to pull my gun out. I shoot him. If that doesn't stop the fucking target, what do? Shoot him again. And if that doesn't work, what do? Shoot him again. And if that doesn't work, what do? And the class says, shoot him in the fucking head. And if that doesn't work, what do? You shoot him in the head, so you take away his ability to walk forever. And that's actually what you do. Which at that point, if I have to do that, I shot you with 5 rounds of 38 or 357. Your fucking ass is going to be disintegrated.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm just going to reload, put 5 rounds in the gun with the speed loader, and do it again.
Well, that brings up a good point about the pelvic girdle, right?
Yes.
I remember I was doing some other training, and they told us specifically to shoot for the pelvic girdle.
Yes, because it's the most painful place to be shot.
And armor doesn't cover that.
Correct. And I do know for a while there was like crotch armor, like that was the whole thing.
Right, it went down like yeah.
It almost looked like it was hilarious. Like even the U.S. had it for the Marine Corps.
Yeah, we did. It was cool. It made guys look like samurai.
It did. That's exactly where they got it from. It's a samurai. But even then, it's not going to protect against your legs or your hips. And at that point, you're fucked.
Well, I remember when I was in Denmark and I was doing my 2-week PSD course there.
Yeah,
they were having us learn how to use the tourniquets.
And
they were saying they had us literally go like as high and tight as you can because so many guys in Iraq were getting shot right up in there.
Yep.
It was just such a prolific thing that for whatever reason, that was happening again and again. So I guess that's why they went to that little like groin protection thing, the thing that hung down. I don't know how much it helped. Obviously not enough because they went away from it. But
yeah, at that point you're kind of screwed because you can't put a tourniquet. So just put Celox and Quick Clot. Do what you can.
Yeah, I mean, you got your femoral running right down there in the inner thigh.
Yeah, see, so you're screwed.
So it's like that's why you tourniquet is because the femoral is there. But yeah, so in that case, the only thing. All right, so like if you're not hitting the femoral, I used to be an EMT, so I'll tell you this, and I was on the active shooter team for my fire department. If you're not hit in the femoral, then yeah, like the tourniquet should do fine or packing the wound.
Yes.
But if your femoral got severed and for whatever reason you cannot place a tourniquet, like you're kind of fucked. You need to clamp the vein.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a lot of EMTs or medics who know how to do that.
Even we weren't trained on how to do that, man. I mean, they trained you to go in there and like maybe try to like feel around, like literally with your hand.
Yes. Stop
it, but then you're glued to that patient.
Yes. And this is what happened during Black Hawk Down.
Did it really?
Yeah. A guy got shot right around the what do you call it, sir? I just had a brain fart.
In the pelvic box?
Yeah. And what happened was he had a massive arterial bleed. And he was bleeding out for hours, and they were clamping it, and it would slip. They tried clamping it again, and then eventually they almost did like fucking battlefield surgery on him, trying to clamp it, and it didn't work, and he eventually bled out and died. So yeah, you gotta be. I mean, if you get shot there, you're kind of fucked.
I read a really good book called Leadership and Training for the Fight. It was one of those Green Berets that was in that gunfight.
That's nuts.
I recommend that book. It's got a lot of really good tips in it, just like tips that you would never think of. Like the guy and he gave me a tip that I use later on is always keep your toenails clipped because when you're fucking doing forced marches, you got long toenails, it's going to hurt like a motherfucker.
It is.
He's so right. So like a lot of really cool tips in there that like just oddball shit. I recommend it. Leadership and Training for the Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you really want to see what that footage was like, I'd recommend going on like YouTube, Reading Black Hawk Down. You will find that scene. It's pretty fucking graphic. Yeah, it's probably some of the worst shit you'll see, and that's literally pretty much for the book I read by actual operators who wrote about Black Hawk Down. That's pretty much what happened.
Like this brings up a good point, Mike. Is you can get beacon bleeding control training,
yes,
and you can get it for cheap.
You can literally go on YouTube and find great sources.
Yeah, yeah.
I would do because I always have a stop the bleed kit and an IFAK in my bag.
A lot of guys out there carry medical equipment, but have very little idea what to actually do with that equipment, right?
Right, like a chest needle.
Right, like, and by the way, like, we're not even as EMTs allowed to use chest needles. Like, if they always told us, like, look, if you need it, you need to use it. But, like, would you know what to do?
Would I? No.
Like, right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I wouldn't.
All you're a very well trained guy.
Right around here, underneath the
third intercostal rib.
Yes, like right underneath the chest muscle right here. I forgot what that's called too. Pec. There's like a space in my ribs. If I had to, I'm gonna insert between there and wait for the psst. So that's all I know.
But yeah, go out, and if you don't already, like, get some training in at least basic medical shit.
Tarian Tactical has a damn good set of series of videos. I'd recommend them for that. Not to get too far off, we're going to go to this next one on the list that caught my attention. This is a really good one. It's super fucking hard, and I can barely pass it. This is called the Tuber drill, but you have to do 6 rounds to the chest under 2 seconds at 7 yards, and that's drawing from concealment.
Okay.
And I'm not doing that with a revolver because it's 5 shots. I'm doing that with my Model 19, which is 6 rounds, or preferably by 10 mil. Something semi-auto.
With a revolver, that would be very difficult.
Yeah, it is, because I have a 9-pound trigger pull.
Yeah.
So, and even then, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't made it.
I'd be surprised if
I'm using like my SIG 365, yeah, you'll make it.
Sure.
But it takes a lot. Okay, this one's actually a lot of fun. This is the 9x9 drill. Go get 3 note cards. Put them one here, one here, one here. Doesn't have to be too far apart. Put a little dot, a Sharpie dot in the middle. That's your target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get an app called Tempo. It's like literally like a music tempo, like
metronome.
That works. You're just keeping that same tempo,
and
you're trying to get a perfect shot placement and group for each card.
Okay.
And what that's doing is it's basically helping you transition and also helping you master recoil. And the better you get at recoil, you'll get faster follow-up shots, less time completing the 9x9 drill, and you'll also get better. You'll be able to like switch from target to target a lot quicker. Overall, your performance will go through the roof. Like, you can engage multiple targets and you'll be all right.
I like those cadence drills.
Yes.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
So it's actually a nice drill. I like that. The next one is pretty obvious. It really shouldn't take too much brain power. 2x2 drill. What the fuck is that? Human-sized target. I don't care where the target is. Shoot 2 from concealment. Reload 2 more.
Okay.
It's just to get you reloading, because a lot of people go to the range, just take their time and then shoot. They don't do emergency reloads, which, okay, statistically, as citizens, you're not going to have to reload. Keyword, you're not going to have to. Not you won't.
Right.
There are chances where you might. We've seen that on ASP. So,
yeah, I did a lot of training with James Yeager.
Oh, shit.
Tactical response.
How'd you like that?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Rest his soul. Like, yeah, we lost a good one there, but he was really big on topping off.
Yeah.
Right. So bang, 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 bang. You shoot, let's say, 5 rounds. As soon as you're able to tactically in that gunfight, you top off.
That's a good idea, because if I shoot 2 rounds out of my revolver, I'm going to immediately open the cylinder and grab 2 rounds with my fingers and immediately just start reloading.
We got to do at some point, man, like a revolver video.
Yeah.
Where you just teach us how to shoot. This guy's really good at shooting revolvers.
Especially since I went to a gun store in Prescott, Bucky O'Neill's, which I recommend everyone go to, and they even told me, for some reason, they're seeing a record number of sales for younger people now being revolvers.
That's weird.
I don't know why. And they're saying, and I asked them why. And they said, apparently they just like how simple it is. You don't have to reload it. You don't have to pull a magazine out in terms of that reload. You don't have to slide a fucking upper slide or anything like that. It's just, are the bullets in the cylinder? Close the cylinder, aim and pull the trigger. Oh,
got a guy.
Who cares? Pull the trigger again.
Friend of mine, we used to train with Ed Cauldron together. Charlie Kilo. He runs an Instagram page called Snubby Society. All about the revolver. Just like you, I think his grandfather taught him how to shoot revolvers.
Yep.
And he's all about like the old school method of like old school police revolver shooting.
Yep.
He's a young guy. I think he's probably 28, 29, something like that. And he's really popularized the revolver for the younger kids.
My first gun that I ever got was when I was 6 years old for Christmas. I got a Ruger 1022. My first gun I ever shot was a Smith & Wesson model K22 when I was 4 years old, which is an old 6 to 8 inch barrel revolver. So yeah, I like it. It was simple, easy to use, and it makes you a better shot. And it's simple. You don't have to fiddle fuck with a slide release. You don't have to rack a slide. You don't have to tap and rack. If the gun jams, who cares? I got 5 more bullets in it. Just pull the trigger, the cylinder will rotate and go to the next round. Oh,
yeah, it's hard for a revolver to jam, right?
Super hard.
Yeah.
The only thing I got to worry about is the timing of the cylinder. Like, will that bullet hole in the cylinder line with the barrel? But that's where I call a gunsmith after like 1,000 rounds and go, hey, can you just check it up? And every time I've done it, he goes, doesn't need to be adjusted. I'm like, dude, this gun's old as shit, like from the 50s, and it's still going. So yeah, just clean it, lubricate it, good to go. It's simple. It's like an automatic car. It's not like a manual.
Revolvers are cool.
It is. And plus they also can handle bigger calibers that semi-autos cannot handle. So that's why I like them. It's more power, and it shoots the fucking idiot, and it kills them. Next one, 10 shots to the A zone from holster in 10 seconds. You're going to draw from concealment. You're going to immediately aim, pull the trigger with a shot timer or an iPhone. I don't care how you fucking do it. Some kind of a phone timer. You can even hit start. As soon as the target moves, hit start, draw, shoot. 10 rounds, 10 seconds.
Okay.
That's it. It's just consistent. So that way it's almost like you're shooting at someone who will not stop.
Bang, 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 bang,
yep.
bang.
And you will find that tempo. And then eventually you'll want to get faster and faster and faster. Okay. And you'll notice your grouping is going to get sloppier. You're going to get more concentrated. Eventually you'll get better at recoil. You'll get better at recoil management, and your shot grouping will get tighter and tighter and tighter. So that's what it is. And it's also stress. That's the whole point of that drill.
Okay.
3 yards dominant hand, so 15 feet. So 3 rounds with whatever hand you want to shoot. You're going to shoot and draw single-handedly. And then you're going to switch hands, non-dominant, and do it again.
There's some cool ways to do your reloads and stuff with like the non-dominant hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me show you. So let's just say, like, and you can do this with a semi-auto. Let's say I'm shooting and I'm out. Let's just say this hand got shot. Okay, so I have this. All I can do is I can pick up my shirt. I'm going to go ahead and do it. What you can do is I can go ahead, open the revolver, stick it in my pocket just like this. And then if I really want to, I can grab a speed loader, drop it, twist it, close the fucking cylinder, lock it, and now I have a fully loaded gun.
That's pretty cool.
And I went to a class and paid a shitload of money to figure out how to learn that and teach that. And then there's a bunch of them. There's actually another one which you can do in like the inner like V of your
I've
leg.
seen that too. Yeah, that's for semi-autos as well.
Yeah. And my favorite is laying down. You stick it for boys towards your happy place tool, and unloaded, of course. Cylinder's open, and then I grab this, stick it in there. That sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
Twist, bullets will fall in, close the cylinder, and shoot. Like if I'm on my back and I got shot.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, there's a bunch of different methods, and that's exactly how you do it. Guns unloaded. So there's a multitude of ways how to do it. I recommend learning every single one of them because you don't know, it could save your life.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I even figured out how to use my car door to reload.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways you can use your holster. You can use your inner leg or whatever.
We really do got to do a whole video on this.
We should. Yeah. When I'm around, we're gonna start doing some firearms training videos.
Yeah,
that'll
we
be
really
cool.
should. Yeah, I think it would help out a lot too. Next drill that comes into mind too is going to be, you're going to need a friend for this. It's called 5-yard system failure. 15 feet. I'm going to probably grab a snap cap or a spent casing. I'm going to load it into the gun somewhere in a magazine at random. And I'm not going to load your magazines full so you don't know what the fuck I loaded you with. It might work. It might not. There might not be a dud in there at all. And eventually it's gonna jam.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to clear that malfunction. And you're going to have to do that under stress. And by the way, it's time. You have 15 seconds.
Oh, that's cool.
15 rounds.
I do this all the time, even by myself when I'm at the range. I'll just load my mag and like I'll put 2 or 3 spent casings in.
Yep.
And then I'll just mix my mags up so I'm not sure which ones it is. And it just forces you to click, tap, rack, bang.
Yep. So yeah, those are all things you can do. For semi-auto, it gets more complex. Like if you have a double feed stovepipe revolver, click. I got 4 more. Bang. Yeah. So it's kind of hard for me to do with a revolver. Shooting and moving to make a square. So what you're going to do is you're going to go, like let's just say we're going to make a square. You're going to shoot, bang, step forward, bang, step right or left, bang, backwards, bang, go back to starting. Do that again. You're moving and shooting.
And we do this all the time with boxing too, right, Mike? The box drill.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're basically just doing a box drill while shooting.
Just
and manipulating your firearm.
Yeah.
Load it with as many rounds as you can, as many magazines, reload and shoot. Just keep shooting. Do 2 to 3 of those just so that way you can, if you can make a perfect square, you're doing good. And that's just to get you to practice moving under fire. Like if I have to draw my firearm on someone in real life, I'm not fucking staying in the same place. I'm going to get off the X, which means get the fuck off of your original spot because someone who's shooting at you is going to shoot exactly where they last saw you. Get out of that shit. If I'm getting shot in my car, I'm even getting out of my fucking car and moving and shooting. This is known as a tomb. So you move, you shoot. You move, you shoot. You don't stay in the same place. That's how you get shot.
We were talking about that with the white light, right?
Yes. That's exactly what he was talking about.
Shine off, move, yeah.
The last thing I want to do is just be standing there and shooting at someone and then have them shooting and hitting me. What the fuck is that going to do?
Correct, sir.
So,
well, listen, these drills, I mean, you've put me through all these drills and I can attest, like, they're not easy. Okay. They're not easy. Like your shoulders are going to be sore. Like you're going to be working, but well worth your time. He took me from like, my groupings were like all over the fucking place and they went real, like we're doing very well now. And Mike is an expert at training guys how to shoot. Like you can call it like Fairburn and Applegate. It really is like that with us. We are a good team. I've got you covered for fists. He's got you covered for things that go bang. Like, we are going to make some great content. You guys are going to have to wait because I won't be around for a little bit. But, like, we're going to make some great content.
When you get back, we really should do, like, a how to use a pistol.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be great. We'll rent go out in the desert somewhere, and we'll rent some time, and we'll get it done.
Yeah, or just go to that one shooting place we go with all that steel, so then they can even know how to shoot on their back.
Correct. We will make a whole tactics training series for you guys.
Yep.
What I want you guys to do for us, put down in the comments anything you'd like to learn regarding shooting. Any wildest dreams, like let us know. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, that if you guys ever go back too, like I do kind of monitor and visit like older videos we've done, and I'll like comment, like if people are, I even do some people that are just spouting bullshit. I'll go in there and correct them.
Good. But there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, I guess opinions are like assholes.
Everyone's got one.
Yeah. So I will like answer questions too. Like the other day I had someone going, so you're saying like we were talking about 9mm. I said the most common weight, like bullet weight or grain weight you'll find for 9mm is 115, 124, 147. They're like, what the fuck does that mean? So I had to go in there and explain it to them. So,
well, I'm glad you're monitoring the comments because frankly, I don't. But like,
yeah.
But like, if you guys ever have a question about any of the videos, like either if he knows about it, he'll answer it, and if he doesn't, he'll tell me like, hey,
who does.
What's going on? Yeah, and we'll make it. If you're not being an asshole, we'll get back to you about it.
That's true. Or I'll just make fun of you.
Yeah, he's good at that too. All right, guys. So like, listen, like I appreciate you watching. It's been what, an hour, 15 minutes now. We've been talking about. We could talk about guns probably for the next 5 hours. And
probably could.
But no, it's been a good. It's been. I'm glad we decided to sit down and do this podcast tonight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, thank you, bro. Appreciate
Anytime.
it. Guys, until next time, please remember that you are your first and
Last line of defense.
gutterfightingsecrets.com is the website. Get trained. We got online training packages available there for you, or you could order somebody a chill ass like Gutter Fighting Secrets logo t-shirt. Like, how cool would that be?
Or a patch.
You could get a patch. We got pins. We got stickers, guys.
Now we just need to make guns. I'm just kidding.
Listen.
We're not that big yet.
Listen. You want it? We can get it for you. All right. There'll be a surcharge, but we can get it for you. I don't sell guns, by the way. I don't do that. I don't sell guns, but I can sell you a knife.
That's true. Yeah. It's
Gutter Fighting Secrets. You want that? We'll
Yeah.
get you that. All right, guys. We will catch you later. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you soon, guys. Cheers.
Nice.
Good.